It is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, WestTownHD. Today, guys, we are here to bring you the truth, to preach the gospel, to tell you why we are hyped for Spongebob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. But I am not alone. I have a fellow cultured soul, not one soul. I've got these souls. What's going on, souls?
I'm ready.
Hey, that man hit with the I am ready. Guys, before we get into the video, though, if you are excited just as we are and you want to see more of this, that's not the right word I'm looking for. If you are excited, go hit that like button for your boy. It means more than you know. Souls, let's get right into this. What do you think this game's going to be priced at?
I'm thinking since it is just a remaster, it's not a remake. I'm looking at $29.99 just because it's going to be spread out on every freaking console. And it's, you know, it's a cartoon game. Those are never really too expensive.
Watch the Switch version have like an extra $10 tacked onto it, like Capcom.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Bruh, see,
but if they do, they better put Mario in it.
Oh, that would be great. Oh man, imagine they had amiibo support. You get a bunch of different. Oh no, there's no way. There's no way.
No. I mean, I would like a SpongeBob amiibo, but you know.
Oh, bro, SpongeBob amiibo. Oh.
Let's not set our expectations too high.
Bro. Yeah, SpongeBob. You get a patch. Yo, put SpongeBob for Smash. SpongeBob for Smash.
No.
We
ain't ready.
That was the most subtle no I have ever.
We ain't ready.
Alright, so the type of gameplay, for those who don't know, Battle for Bikini Bottom is kind of like, it's a collectathon at its heart. If you've played like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, like anything, Donkey Kong Country 64, like that type of game, that is the nature of this gameplay. And growing up, it was interesting because I enjoyed this game more than I enjoyed a lot of other collectathons at the time.
Same.
The
crazy thing is that, like, as a kid, you're playing it and you don't really expect much from it, but for some reason, it was so addicting and fun.
It just had so much quality. Like, why was this budget so good?
Like they made, what's the best word to use? They used their tools in the best way possible with this game.
They played the hand they were dealt.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the environments popped, like because the GameCube did have really good graphics, and Battle for Bikini Bottom is probably one of like not the best looking game on GameCube, but it's definitely up there. Just the environments they're really true to the show as well. Because if you're a big fan of the show, you'll recognize a lot of these areas as looking super true to the cartoon, like downtown Bikini Bottom. Like I mean, of course, everything is kind of wrecked because, like, robots and post-apocalyptic. Well, I mean, it's not really post-apocalyptic. That's story spoilers. We won't get into that today. But, like, it's just overall, just the game in general. It was one of those things where you don't expect much from this style of game, and then you're so pleasantly surprised when you walk out of the store with that gem that you paid like $9 for.
Bro, or if you got it out the bargain,
that too.
Or depending on your system. But like, yeah, it's like a fun RPG / platformer as well, with a lot of fun little side mini games like that snowboarding on the tongue, or with Sandy. Oh, so much fun.
All the rope swings you could do, Indiana Jones style.
Oh yes. Or the bowling.
What's great is that this game lets you play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy, and they each had their own playstyles and unique movesets. SpongeBob throughout the game would get unique power-ups, like he'd get like a bubble bowl, or he'd get like a guided missile that was made out of bubbles, so you could like look around the world and scope out places to take out enemies and whatnot. Sandy just had a rope that was freaking OP. I'm sorry, you could latch on to anything and they'd die. And they'd die. My man's chilling over there. She's like, yeah, gone. And Patrick,
wasn't there some like Tarzan swinging with the rope too? Like you had to.
That too. There were some parkour stages where you had to like specifically latch onto things, and then and she had a helicopter hover. But I think Patrick just had the belly bounce that was also super. Like it came out like frame 1 if you want to get technical. That was a very fast attack, and it would just flatten everything, and you bounce. So it's like the bounce price on Sonic Adventure 2. Like you can just keep spamming it, and it'll kill everything.
So much nostalgia though. Like
So do you think it's because nostalgia why we like this game so much? Or do you think it's still gonna hold up?
I think it's a bit of both. I think like if the gameplay wasn't like that great, we wouldn't be as hyped as we are. I don't think it would remaster if the gameplay wasn't as great as it is.
That's true.
So it's a bit of a nostalgia, but it's also just a core good game.
See, you know a game is great when you get your own mother hooked on this game. My mother, who was not a gamer at the time, it was this game and Star Fox Adventures that she played in countless times a day. She just got hooked on both these games and she just kept playing them over and over again. I think she went 100% in Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Dang.
And my sister's really into it. Like, everyone in my household was into it, and my dad thought it was okay because it wasn't Call of Duty.
Hey, this was the only game we had at the time.
I know, right? Oh my, it was so good. It was so good. But moving on now, console of choice though for you, Soulz. What are you thinking?
Okay, so it's two choices. Like, I would love to play this on my Switch, you know, just chilling in bed
of
or
course,
on the toilet,
as you do.
And or you know, just anywhere in handheld mode. And plus, since it is remastered, I don't think handheld will be taxing, so it'd be
no,
amazing.
It's a GameCube game. Like it's gonna run at 60 frames, 1080p in that handheld, and that's gonna look beautiful. I don't imagine they're gonna have some kind of. I don't think it's gonna be Xbox One X enhanced at 4K 60. I don't know if they'd run that with this game.
Yeah. But while that's nice, you do know that Spongebob is the king of memes. So if this was on PC, that mod support is going to be wild.
You have a point, and with the nature of PC gaming and model ripping, you can rip you can get Leon Kennedy in this game.
Yep,
bro. You can put literally anybody in this game. You could have Patrick as Mr. X, bro. You could rip these right to Jump Force, have Squidward, Mr. Krabs vs. Plankton as Vegeta and Goku. Final Flash, bro. I'm so excited for this game, bro. Personally, I mean, I feel like when it comes to older games that aren't getting new remakes that are just kind of gonna be kind of ports, upscale ports of a sort. I mean, I feel like Switch is always the best way to go. Of course, PC does have that supported mod support. That, of course, is going to be great if the community goes that far. But as it stands right now, I don't really see a reason to pick it up on PlayStation or Xbox unless that's all you have.
Yeah.
This type of game is going right to my Switch, and I might pick it up on PC if I see some mods I want to dabble with.
Yeah.
Or for
plus, the first time I played this was on GameCube.
That too. Oh, and you have GameCube controller support for the Switch as well.
Oh, you're right. So if you wanted to get even more nostalgic, there you go.
Bro, you can plug in your GameCube controller and just, because I know on Resident Evil 4, they have a GameCube controller layout that you can actually use in the game to make it feel like the GameCube version. You plug in the GameCube controller and it syncs up just fine. So I'd love if they did something like that where you could change the buttons and whatnot, or
that would be slick.
Because Nintendo, developers don't really kind of consider the GameCube controller at this point. It's just kind of always been there because Nintendo doesn't really openly talk about it. It works for everything, of course. Everything a Pro controller will work with naturally. So developers really haven't thought too deep about it. But some of them have been catching on, and I really hope that Team Nordic over here, I really hope that they add a GameCube nostalgia mode because bro, that's all I need right now.
Freaking amazing.
So they just announced this game today. We're doing this discussion an hour after it was announced, breaking the fourth wall here.
Yep.
Today it is what, June 5th? June 5th,
yeah. June 5th.
So as of June 5th, we got that 20-second teaser trailer of SpongeBob just putting on the hat. They haven't shown us any gameplay because we already kind of know what the gameplay is going to be like. I don't imagine they'll change any of it. But when do you think this game's coming out?
Honestly, I can see it coming out within maybe the next 2 weeks. Honestly, because it's a remaster, they're not really doing anything too fancy with it. They're up-resing everything. I can see it coming out really soon. I'm gonna give it maybe 1 to 2 weeks.
Soulz, I love your optimism. I love your optimism, buddy. But I can't have this game coming out before Fire Emblem. You can't do this to me right now.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Because after Fire Emblem, it's Astral Chain, and then Pokemon's right out. So it's September, I think, would be perfect for it. If they're doing it this year. The fact they haven't shown us anything leads me to, if they just start development on it, if this was an impulse and they're we're doing it, we're gonna start it today. Just let them know what's happening. And but even then, like you said, if they're just upscaling it, it shouldn't take too long. I mean,
yeah, I don't think it'll take that long.
Do you think we'll see anything on it at E3 maybe, gameplay?
I don't think so.
I don't know if Nickelodeon games are E3 caliber.
But like we said, it's going to be on every major.
It's going to be on everything, so they could show up at any E3 press.
It can show up at any time,
or it could show up at all of them if they wanted to.
Now, if they want to be true bosses, they can do that. They can make it happen.
So, do you think they're going to add anything new? For example, any new playable characters, new quests, maybe a new stage or anything like that? You think they'll add anything extra to this game?
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, I would like something that has to do with multiplayer, but I highly doubt that we'll see anything new.
So, like, when you say multiplayer, you mean like online multiplayer, like a co-op kind of thing, or?
Yeah, I would like some type of co-op thing, or like mini games maybe, like some racing.
So kind of just or have like your main story mode, but then have like a little dedicated multiplayer mode as well.
Yeah, yeah. Like just for some like mini games, like racing, some platform racing, some snowboarding, something like that.
I would say because they already have the snowboarding in there, they could easily just rig up some other character models together, and then just make a few more tracks, or even give you a track creator. I don't think they'll go. I don't think they'll go that far in, but. Yeah. And the game is filled with mini games throughout, so
exactly.
They can incorporate like bowling. Bowling's pretty easy to do.
Yep. Was there any? I can't remember. Was there any co-op modes like for local multiplayer in that game, or no?
In this game there wasn't, but the sequel to it, Truth or Square on the Wii, one person would play SpongeBob and the other person would play Plankton, just hovering around, kind of like how Mario Galaxy. It's multiplayer, but it's not really multiplayer.
Okay.
It's the one you give to your teething cousin. You give him the third-party controller, so
make him feel like he's
chewing on the controller and make him think he's doing. That's the kind of multiplayer it had.
I got you.
And given the nature of the game, I don't really think they'd bring that feature over from the Wii game. I mean, it's not anything like it's not like split screen. It's not like actually. I would say it's not very useful. It's kind of just there, like you said. You got like a little brother like that. He wants to do something. Just have him spin the hat, just like Mario Odyssey. Just have him be Cappy.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't really see. Honestly, I think it's just going to be a tried and true remaster. I don't think they're going to go out of their way to add any extra new features.
Yeah, I'd love because don't get me wrong, I think the game is perfect already, but I believe there was one last area they wanted to add to the game, but they had to cut it due to time constraints. And
really?
It's one of those things I heard about a long time ago. And I also think they had planned to make Larry the Lobster playable, and they never did either.
Ooh, that would have been cool. Like, do something that involves the anchor arms.
Yeah, because I think he's supposed to have like fists. Like he's supposed to be like a, dare I say, a DMC styled character. Can you imagine the game?
Okay.
Yo, a mod for Devil Trigger that plays as the battle theme. Okay, now I kind of want PC now.
Oh my god. See?
Put my Devil Trigger, or rip Larry the Lobster into
Resident Evil.
Into DMC5. Ooh. Bro, I swear, rip every model into DMC5. Make everyone play like a Devil May Cry game. That's what we need right now.
Yeah, that'd be the perfect world.
I think overall there's 180 golden spatulas to get, and then I think there was 200 socks. I want to say I think there was like 9 socks per area. I might be getting that wrong. But the socks will also play a part in getting more golden spatulas to play the game and vice versa. And it's not like these worlds were super massive. Like, they were a good size, but it felt big enough.
Yeah.
Like, to where you could, like, comfortably kind of get... Like, there weren't any, like, super hidden spatulas that were just like, hey, do this frame 1 jump at this sand block, and like in Mario Odyssey, I think you have to throw a taxi into the moon at one point to get a stun, and no one understood how or when or why or where.
Jeez.
But there were some angry people about that. So I mean, I think right now it's basically a flawless game, and if they were to do like DLC or add any of that cut content to the game, I would be all for that.
Yeah, they would only just make it better if they added that stuff. Like, it's good as it is, but if you want to make it better, I'm not against it.
Well, I think we just about covered everything. So, Soulz, was there anything there you wanted to add before we got on up out of here?
No, I just want to, bring attention and some hype to this game, because this is one that on the cover it may look simple, underwhelming, but don't let this pass by if you never played it.
It is definitely a marvel. For those who don't know, I actually had this game on my top 10 GameCube games I want to see ported to the Nintendo Switch, and look where we are today. Look where we are today. I'll link that video on screen at the end of the video, as well as I'll put in the description if you guys want to go take a look at that. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you to Soulz for joining me. Soulz, where can they find you at?
You can check me out on Twitter over at Soulz0Soulz, and if you want, you can check out my YouTube.
You never know. This might be the game to resurrect his. He might do a lot. He might stream this game. He might stream this game. He might bring it back. He might come back to his anime fans are gonna be like, Soulz, this is not anime. Because he's like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. You know, the SpongeBob anime mod for PC? We could talk about this all day, but we're just rambling at this point, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. A big shout out to everyone that came into the video. If you liked it, go ahead and leave a like for the video. For your boys, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have played it, if it excites you, if you haven't played it, if you're gonna be getting it, what console you're gonna be getting it as. Just speculate with us. We'll be active in the comments. We love to talk more about this and bring the good word to more people. This has been your boy WestTownHD and Soulz. We'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Peace.